The timeless wisdom of Aristotle. Understanding the world through ancient eyes. Aristotle is one of the greatest thinkers in human history. His ideas shape the foundations of Western logic, science, politics, and ethics. But behind his vast and complex philosophy lies something surprisingly simple. A method for understanding the world by asking 7 core questions. These questions were known as the Septem Circumstantiae, the 7 circumstances, described in Book 3 of his Nicomachean Ethics. Later, the philosopher Hermagoras of Temnost refined them. Translated, they mean who, what, when, where, why, in what way, and by what means. Over time, these became simplified into something more familiar to us today, something known as the 5 W's. For example, what happened? Why did it happen? Where did it take place? Who is it about? When did it take place? And to this, a 6th question was added: how? And together these became the 5 W's and an H, a technique which is often used by journalists, police officers, researchers, crisis teams, and many others. In fact, when I trained as a bomb disposal officer, this method was a core part of how we approached any incident. It's a powerful way to gather clear, unbiased information. Rudyard Kipling captured this idea perfectly when he wrote, "I keep 6 honest serving men, they taught me all I knew. Their names are what and why and when, and how and where and who." The strength of these questions is that they are open. You can't answer them simply with a yes or no. They encourage elaboration. They reveal details. They help uncover the truth of a situation. When we want to think clearly and understand something holistically, open questions prevent us from falling into the trap of seeking only the answers we expect. They help us to gather information, not just confirmation. The 5 W's and an H are excellent for understanding events, especially those that have already happened. They help build situational awareness in the present. But if we want to plan forward, to make decisions, evaluate options and consider risks, we need one more question. Which? Which introduces the idea of selection. It forces us to consider alternatives, choices and possibilities. And with that we return to the 7 questions, just as Aristotle and Hermagoras described over 2,000 years ago. So we have 7 simple interrogative words: what, where, when, who, why, how, and which. If you want a straightforward way to improve your understanding, your planning, your problem solving and your decision making, you can't do much better than these timeless questions. Use them to frame open questions. Use them to draw out insight. Use them to see the situation clearly. Aristotle's ancient wisdom still serves us today, and sometimes the simplest tools are the most powerful. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and check out our next video in the link on the screen.